I know it's not the highest quality, y'all, but plus size girls, we just don't have the greatest of options, okay? We don't. So we're wearing Torrid. We're covering ourselves in polyester. It is what is available. It's sad. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a wrap up of my July sales. I do a weekly sales update where I talk about what I've sold, the winners and the losers of the bunch each week, and share with you what I'm making and what my cost of goods are, all in order to hopefully help other resellers who are doing the same. And July actually turned out to be pretty good. I'd had a not so stellar May and June, mostly because I had to put my stores and closets on hold or on vacation mode a lot of the month. And in July, I started to make up for it. I actually relocated my business from Denver to Dallas temporarily, and I was able to put in more hours of work during this time period. So that is good, and I will share all of that with you at the end of the video. I'll share with you 3 sections: the top 10 sales, fast flips, and bad buys. And then with each one, I'm going to give you a lot of information, maybe more information than you really need or want, but hopefully some of this will help you in your own business. I will give you the title of the item that sold. I'll just read it to you verbatim like I put it in there. I will give you how many days it took to sell, which platform it sold on, whether it was Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, or Facebook. Did I have any Facebook? I'm not sure, but I did have a Mercari. And then I'll give you what it sold for, what I paid for it, and what my profit was on everything after fees, after any shipping expenses that I would have incurred because eBay makes you buy the label, for example. So I'm gonna go over, let's see, 10 plus 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 items. I'll go over 22 items. This update is for the last week of July plus 3 days. So it's July 22nd through 31st. I've verified this 3 times now. I'm pretty sure those are the dates. Time means nothing. It means nothing anymore. How do people wear their hair down? It's just so annoying. All right, so for the top 10 sales, I'm gonna go in reverse order of the least profit within the top 10 to the most profit. And my first one was a top by Anthropologie Serena Ombre top, size medium, pink purple metallic shimmer dolman sleeve. This top sold in 65 days. It sold on eBay for $25.27. So as I mentioned, this is gonna include the cost of shipping. I paid $3.99 and my profit was $15.95. My average profit per item has been hovering around $15, $12 to $15 for a while. I picked this up back in April at my local honey hole, so the one here in the DFW area where I like to go the most, and I just get so excited when I go there. I love it. I find good stuff. I don't find like designer things by any means. I just think it's well organized, clean, a bit curated, and good prices. And I mean, that's a thrifter's dream, right? And it's not full of a bunch of other resellers. That's also a dream. Next item is a City Chic plus size 18/medium, high-low cold shoulder top, cocoa brown ruffle sleeve. 18/medium. The reason I do it that way is that's actually the way it was on the tag. Medium it's their vanity sizing for City Chic, and it is a plus size brand. So I include both in case people are familiar with City Chic sizing. This sold in 4 days on eBay for $26.68. I took an offer. I paid $1.62 and my profit was $16.63. I'm gonna put a link in the description below to my last haul where I talked about, actually it's part 1 and part 2, where I talked about my sourcing for this top plus a whole bunch of other tops and dresses and swimsuits. I really found a great, scored a great deal, and this was the first of those items to sell. Oh, actually a dress had sold but then was not paid for. They're getting likes and interest, but as far as getting someone to actually buy the dresses, not so much. But this top did sell. And this top is $90 retail, which is just crazy for a shirt anyway. And it's actually wasn't available online anymore, I don't think, but most of their tops, they were having a summer sale. So I tried to match around what that price was and then took an offer. And my next item is an Eileen Fisher size small blouse, crushed silk, light green button front, collarless. This is actually part of a bundle. There were 3 other items in there that were lower dollar. I think one of them is in my bad buys. I'll let you know each one as I come across them. But this part of the bundle was one of my top 10 sales. This top sold in 69 days on eBay for $36.58. I had paid $3.75, so my profit was $27.50. And I picked this up in Amarillo at a place called America's Best that is extremely overpriced, but they were having a 75% off sale. America's Best, if you're listening, are you crazy? You are pricing things higher than retail at times. That's not good. And your store is so crowded. You have so much inventory you need to purge. You need to have a 75% off sale once a week. You do. And then you need to start pricing it like a normal thrift. You really do. I don't know how you make your rent. Don't get mad at me if you hear this. Next item is a Hartschaffner Marks size 48 long ghost stripe navy blue sport coat suit jacket. This is one of 3 in my top 10 that are sport coats. I did start listing them again, and they start selling when you start listing them. Crazy, imagine that. I have a bunch more that I want to get listed this week, and I try to do it in batches because I get a little bored if I do the same thing over and over again, but I do have about 10 I need to list. This sold in 22 days on eBay, sold for $64.93. I had paid $8.65 and my profit was $30.69. I do pay up for sport coats sometimes. This one was a newer one and it was really nice. I'm okay with that. Hartschaffner Marks, this particular kind of style has a 55% sell-through rate usually. And when I calculate sell-through rate, I do it the way that's really the most accurate, where, and I'm trying to be kind, it is the only accurate way to do it, where you consider what has sold and what remains as your denominator. So that way it only can add up to 100%. It can't be beyond 100%. So 55% sell-through rate is great. It's what other people would consider over 100% when they calculate it the way they're calculating it. Am I making sense there? I just picked this up in June, got it listed pretty quickly. It sold in 22 days. That's great for a sport coat, in my opinion, because, you know, those usually take a little bit longer, so 22 days is pretty awesome. Next item is a Peruvian Connection size extra large floral double knit cardigan sweater, fall Pima cotton. I am starting to sell fall stuff. Sweaters and jackets and that type of thing are starting to sell, which is nice. I mean, I sell some in the summer, but I think it's picking up more. This took 6 days to sell on eBay, and so that was a fast flip. It sold for $58.20. I'd paid $2.70. My profit was $40.19. Comps ranged from $25 to $189 on Peruvian Connection sweaters. And this didn't have any sort of wool or alpaca or anything in it. It was Pima cotton. It was very nice. It did have a couple of small flaws that I called out, and it was just beautiful. I loved it. It was my size. I wanted to keep it. It's a common theme in my videos where I want to keep everything for myself, and I don't, because I wear things like this all the time. Next sale was a lot of 3 Peter Millar size XXL golf polo shirts, dry release striped summer. And this took 18 days to sell on eBay, sold for $78.49. I'd originally priced it at $125, knowing I would need an offer, hoping to get $100 for it, but I was okay with that offer. I had paid $18 because added all up with the 3 shirts, and my profit was $44.53. I picked this up in May, got them listed, allotted them up since they were the same size, and you know, same style, similar colors, like color pattern, all pastel, so I figured the same person would like them. And the next item is another Hart Schaffner Marks, size 48 long. I was about to say, is this the same one? Nope, it's different. Plaid check sport coat, 2-button suit jacket blazer. This took 6 days to sell on eBay. That's really fast. And it sold for $89.83. I paid $5.41. My profit was $46.62. And yeah, comps were kind of ranged from $40 to $72 on that, so I did great. Next item, second to last, number 9 in the top 10 sales, is this Grateful Dead bear, vintage 1990 rare red native art trading company, 8-inch sitting. I put rare because the red ones in that brand, in that particular like collection, hard to find as far as finding sold or others listed. At the time that I listed it, I don't think there were any red ones listed at all. So I had listed him, I think, over $100, but I took an offer and he sold in 165 days on eBay for $75.15. I had paid $5.41. Nope, that was for the jacket. I had paid 18 cents. And my profit was $49.10. Sorry, y'all, I'm fidgeting. I'm the restless thrifter. I fidget. I picked this up in January at a place in Denver, and I had gotten a bunch of stuffed animals. And I think they were like supposed to be 50 cents or $1 each or something like that. And I had put them all in my IKEA bag, and I went up there and he just looked over and he just kind of eyeballed it and priced it. And so when it all came down to it, 18 cents per stuffed animal was my cost. Last item, Hickey Freeman size 41 regular sport coat silk wool blend tan houndstooth suit jacket. 45 days to sell, sold on Poshmark for $100 even. I had paid $5.40, so my profit was $74.60. So that was my highest. And Hickey Freeman, when I look them up, they retail for about $1,200. So that is a great deal for this buyer, and it works for me. All right, next category is fast flips. There were 3 fast flips in the top 10 sales. That was the City Chic top, the Peruvian Connection sweater, and the Hart Schaffner Marks, the plaid check one. Those were all within a week. Usually I say a fast flip is anything that's sold in 7 days or less. I pushed that up to 14. For 1, I just wanted to tell you about more items. And for 2 weeks is still fast. It really is. I don't expect most things to sell in a week. I'm thrilled when they do, but it's not my expectation. Moving into it, you'll see a lot of plus size. I do flip plus size quickly. I list a lot of it. I list a lot of Torrid, and second to that is Lane Bryant. I'm not gonna pick up Lane Bryant quite as frequently, I keep telling myself, unless it's new with tags. It just doesn't move quite as fast, which is interesting because it's just as expensive. So anyway, yeah, here we go. Torrid plus size 6X black lace-up Georgette blouse top, roll sleeve peplum hem. Ooh, I could have said that better. Lace-up Georgette blouse top, roll sleeve peplum hem. It sold in 14 days on eBay for $25.56. I paid $3.24. My profit was $10.81. And tops in this size by Torrid have a 50% sell-through rate. If you can find 6X, this is the first time I've ever found 6X. It sold quickly, and it was a nice condition, nice top. Next is a Torrid plus size 2X navy lace inset gauze tunic top blouse button up 3/4 sleeve. Took 11 days to sell on eBay, sold for $23.71. I paid $3.67 and my profit was $8.70. Next is Lane Bryant plus size 18 Bryant blazer soft blush pink ponte knit stretch. This sold in 9 days on Poshmark for $18. I paid $5. My profit was $9.40. Usually when something says I paid $5, I don't remember what I paid. And I forgot to write it down in my inventory spreadsheet. And my average cost of goods is usually $5, so I just put that. I picked this up way back in February, finally got it listed, and it sold a little bit under what the range is, $20 to $30 in the comps, and it sold for a little bit less, but I like quick flips. And I have several other Bryant blazers by Lane Bryant to list. The next is a Torrid plus size 2X cold shoulder maxi dress front t-shirt, wrap front t-shirt fabric. This is a long gray t-shirt material dress, super comfy, great for summer when you want to look dressy, but you really just want to wear your pajamas. That's kind of what it's for. Took it 7 days to sell on eBay for $30.96. I paid $5.41. My profit was $9.23. So if you're not into profit of less than $10, you're not going to want to pick up Lane Bryant and Torrid necessarily, maybe if they're new with tag. But I totally am, especially if I can sell, you know, a bunch of them within a week. You know, it's quick money. Just look for maybe the more recent styles, although I will have to say I've sold stuff from 2014 and it still sells. I think the pair of shorts that I just sold today were from 2014. So I don't know, you just use your own judgment on whether you think it still fits today's fashions. I know it's not the highest quality, y'all, but plus size girls, we just don't have the greatest of options, okay? We don't. So we're wearing Torrid. We're covering ourselves in polyester. It is what is available. It's sad. Okay, next is a Torrid plus size tank top, handkerchief hem, ombre teal, super soft knit stretch. All right, it's a 4X. When I looked at this, I thought it was a dress. And this is learning my own lesson here. You know, I've warned people about calling something a tunic when it is just a blouse. If it's plus size, it may look like a tunic to you because it's longer. But for plus size, we've got some curves to cover. So there may be more fabric than you are accustomed to. I was assuming this is a mini dress. No, it is a top, it's a tunic top. And I kind of embarrassed myself by thinking that I should know better than to make those kinds of silly assumptions. I'm glad I looked it up and found the exact one and realized it is a top. And when I put it on my dress form, she's over there, her name is Kelly. She's about an extra large, so a 4X is gonna hang on her. It still looked like a dress to me because, you know, she's a lot smaller than a 4X. Anyhow, all that to say is don't make those assumptions about plus size if you can help it. Find the exact one online somewhere so you know what to call it, because otherwise it'll look a little embarrassing. It sold in 6 days on eBay for $26.41. I paid $8.69. I just really liked it, loved the colors. It was a 4X, so I paid up. My profit was only $5.12, but I made that within 6 days. It's a conversion. It looks good on eBay to have those conversions. Happy about it. Next item is a Torrid plus size 1X, 2X. It's either one. It was a 1/2. Lightweight kimono cardigan mandala cover-up boho festival. This is an example of something that I think was older, but you know, this style is not going out. Not for those boho girls. We're gonna be wearing those types of things till the day we die. 6 days to sell on eBay. It sold for $22.42. I had paid $4.56 and my profit was $8. Last item in the fast flips is not a plus size. It's not a woman's, it's a girl's. It's American Girl size extra large 18/20 yellow tank dress, bows, embroidered keyhole back. Took 1 day to sell on Mercari, and I've had this since September of last year. September of last year. Let's think about that. It sold for $17. I paid $2.44 in Amarillo on September 3rd, 2021. And my profit was $12.07, and it's just been sitting in my death pile. Not a huge profit, mind you, but I've been toting it around. I took it from Amarillo to Denver, from Denver back to the DFW area, only to send it out a year later. Like, why was I carrying it around? Why? So that's it for the fast flips and the top 10 sales. Next category is the bad buys, where I own up to some poor decisions. Things that I wish I hadn't purchased, or things I wish I hadn't listed if somebody gave them to me for free, or things that I'm just like not sure why they took so long to sell or why they sold so low. All right, the first bad buy, Vanity Fair vintage adjustable straps, full slip lingerie fitted, size large. I love vintage lingerie. I love Vanity Fair, and I love Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And I love Elizabeth Taylor. I love Elizabeth Taylor. That's what this reminded me of. And once I got it home, I realized there were some stains. I didn't do a lot of stain treating to it to try to get it out. I listed it 382 days later. It sold on Poshmark for $22. I'd paid $6. My profit was $11.60. And I think I had sent out offers for like $10 before, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months after I'd listed it, added this picture of Elizabeth Taylor, which, you know, totally, it's not my photo. I didn't take it ever. Shouldn't be doing, but I did because I needed to give people that idea, that aesthetic, like this is what you could wear it for, you know, a play if you're doing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, or a Halloween costume, or if you just want to wear something like that, you know, because on its own, I didn't have a dress form at the time. On its own, it doesn't look like much. So I don't think I would pick up that particular style anymore. Next item is a Carhartt tee, size large, tall, original fit tee, spell out logo, t-shirt, big and tall. I try to get tall in there a lot. I thought this would sell more quickly because it was a big and tall. It sold in 72 days on Poshmark for only $10. I paid $4.34. I made $2.71, and that's just not enough. I don't get excited about Carhartt. And if it's not going to sell for a lot and it's not going to sell quickly, then I'm not interested. Next item is a bins item. It's a Charlotte Russe size small top, royal blue, silver glitter, lovebird v-neck blouse. 398 days to sell on eBay for $10.99. I'd paid about $1. That was, my average cost of goods was a little under $1, so I just rounded up. My profit was $3.42. It was really cute. You couldn't really tell in the photos, and it's only Charlotte Russe. So, you know, this is something that would probably sell better in person, maybe on Whatnot. I'm not going to do Whatnot. No. Next item is a Madewell size medium Ponte night shine beaded navy blue sleeveless tank top. I paid $5.42 for this. It was really cute, but I did find that it was missing one of the rhinestones. And so I noted that, and I listed it for a low price to get it out of there, but it still took 104 days to sell. Sold on eBay for $7.98. I said I paid $5.42, so I made a negative $2.75. This is one of the 4 items that sold in the bundle with the Eileen Fisher. In fact, the next one is one of those items that sold in the bundle. What was the 4th? Oh, it was all 4 I've mentioned. Okay. It was the Anthropologie Serena Ombre top. So 2 were in my top 10 sales and 2 were in my bad buys. And that bad buy was a Moon River, don't know the brand, size medium tank, ribbon button, tie back, silvery tan, v-neck, new with tags. And I had put this, I only had this dress form at the time that I listed this. It was a size medium, she's an extra large. It probably didn't look that great on her. And I kept thinking I need to reshoot the photos on my smaller mannequin, and I just never did. It sold on eBay finally after those 400 days for $11.97. I had paid about $5. That means I don't remember my cost of goods. And my profit was $1.64. So I'm glad to have gotten rid of those 2 things with 2 things that brought me more. Because overall, that bundle was just fine as far as profit goes. But individually, when you break it down, I shouldn't have picked up those 2 things, I guess. I don't know. I'd still pick up the Moon River because I thought it was cute. It had this little bow in the back and this shimmery. It was just really nice, and it was new with tags. So, I don't know. Even today, I probably would pick that up. Although, the difference is today, I would probably look up sell-through rate instead of just looking at comps. And then just, you know, when I say, oh, there's no comps, that, you know, I'll be unique and I'll have the only one. Yeah, not so much. On average, everything took 102 days to sell. A little higher than I wanted, but not too bad. My total sales was $1,180.18. My total cost of goods was $186.15, and my total profit was $592.85. That breaks down to almost $60 a day for daily profit. I'm shooting for $65 a day, so I did much better. It's getting closer there. On average, things sold for $29.50. On average, my cost of goods was $4.65, and on average, my profit was $14.82. So that's about typical for me. I know there's a summer slowdown. It's just picking up for me because the last 2 months I hadn't put as much work into it. That's why, and I'm seeing better numbers. So if I had been doing, if I had been doing as good as I did in March, for example, yeah, this isn't as good as March or April. It's better than May and June. I'm gonna pull up Vendu and look at my monthly numbers and just give you a quick rundown there as well. I'm being extremely transparent here. I don't think everyone needs to give everybody their profit and their cost of goods and give out all of this information. I would never talk about how much money I make in any other job. So why is this one different? I just want to help other people. I'm doing this part-time, and I just want people to have an idea of what they can make, and depending on how much time you put into it. And I couldn't even tell you how many hours a day I put into it because my day is so broken up that I'm not sure how much I was putting into it. My total revenue, I'll tell you that first, was $3,691.61. Total profit was $1,938.07. I sold a total of 122 items in July. That is down 8% from May, which is interesting because my profit was better. And I gotta go find out who's crying. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The weenie dog with the cone of shame on was crying outside my mom's bedroom, so I had to go and soothe her. I listed 135 items. You'll notice that number, 122 sold, 135 listed. It's pretty close together. I find that to be the case every month. I will sell almost as much as I list, really. So it's all about how much work you put into it. My average sales price was $30.26. That is up from the previous month, and that's because of the sport coats that I listed. Okay, now a quick update on my death pile haul. So last month, I think, was it last month? Yeah, it was in June. Month before last, it's August now. I did a haul video from my death pile. I picked 20 items. I had researched to see what sell-through rate and what comps were like, and based on those two things, I picked 20 items that were highest value in my death pile and got those listed by the end of June. And so by the end of July, I have sold 7 of those items, so 7 of the 20. That's great. One of them has sold twice and has not been paid for again the second time yet. I just took the offer today. But the Doc Marten Brown Oxfords sold, the Loudmouth Golf Shorts sold, Sundance Top, the Torrid Cat shirt, the Fresh Produce cardigan, and the Tony Llama belt. Those all sold. And I'll film a quick little haul update video to tell you what those things are selling for and whether they met my expectations. I think that'll be pretty interesting for me to analyze, and I'll let you know. But that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this or learned something new or just want to give me a pity thumbs up, I'll take it. Click that thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, please click the subscribe. You can also be notified of new content. And I have been pushing out new content pretty frequently, 2 to 3 videos a week. I do hauls, and And my hauls always include comps and sell-through rate, just you know, tell you whether this item I'm showing you that I'm excited about is actually has a chance of making me money and maybe how much. And I do the weekly sales updates, and I'm thinking about some other ideas of what I could maybe do. So if you have some suggestions, anything you'd like to see, let me know. Thank you for joining, and good luck in August, and just keep listing because it makes you money. Thanks, y'all. I'm being all bossy. I'm good at it.